Hello and welcome to the Just Us Express. My name is Just Us, and today is a very special episode because today we have special guest Austin Grimes and Justin Peacock. Welcome to the show, guys. How you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Feeling great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So real quick, if you guys don't know who these individuals are, Austin Grimes is an individual. He's an independent comedian, and you're an aspiring musician. Is that correct? Do I understand that correctly?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Wow. How long have you been doing the music thing, by the way? Like, how long has that been a passion of
Like
yours?
4 months, probably.
Wow, 4 months, 4 months. I actually just heard this. I was literally humming it before we got into the podcast. It's like, she don't like it when I smoke. Yeah, I was like,
So you don't like it when I drink too?
Yeah.
Is he gonna jump on the backup vocals or what's happening here?
Well, I just loved it so much. I literally have had those two lines have been running through my head all day long. I love those.
Really? That's awesome. That's
I
great.
love it. Fantastic, fantastic. But for those of you who don't know who Austin Grimes is, he's been seen by over 7 million people. So not as many as some other people, but he's definitely made a mark and has definitely been recognized by a respective audience. He has 13,000 subscribers on his YouTube. You have a little more than that, actually. Where are you guys at right now?
I think my YouTube's at 13.5 or something like that now.
Wow. So and have you been seeing that rise?
Yeah, it's climbing every day, and it's getting better and better. And I appreciate everyone watching, tuning in, because it's fun. It's hard to do jokes the right way nowadays. You got to do it in a way that doesn't
Offend.
Yeah, offend. So that's a little hard to do.
I totally understand that. So and Justin, you have a podcast, and I was taking a look at that earlier. It's called Bonfire Banter. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see your logo in the background. Did you guys make that?
Yeah, it's our studio. We took it pretty seriously for about 3 years doing the show. We started around coronavirus time. So we had nothing to do. We wanted to do something outdoors. So we created a podcast around a fire in the Chicagoland area. So we got all the temperatures. So we sat outside year round and did about an episode a week and got snowed on and rained on. But we realized that we were sick of people, being real mean through the keyboards and the screens.
Yes.
What do you say?
You gotta see this video, okay? They were out. They're doing their episode on a bonfire banner outside. There's a fire going, and one of the producers is walking behind in a ghillie suit as like a gag, and the tiki torch lit him on fire.
What? He was literally there was an individual literally on fire?
Yes, he accidentally set himself on fire. Yeah, it's one of our shorts on YouTube.
Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? I was binging your shorts earlier. I'm not sure how I missed that. I'm gonna have to look that up for sure.
Funny.
Oh my goodness. So in all of this, what would you guys say is your biggest personal accomplishment in doing everything you've done? What would you say is your biggest accomplishment? What would you consider that to be?
I'd say I got to interview Corey Wooten. He's a former Bears player, and I got to have a little interview with him, have him on the show, talk football with him. I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. So I think that was the biggest accomplishment, but, just bringing a lot of friends in and being able to work and, my adulthood with friends and do this kind of fun stuff is an accomplishment itself.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And Austin, what would you say like your biggest accomplishment is? Because I've kind of poured over your YouTube channel a little bit and I see quite a bit of content. What would you say your biggest accomplishment in all this is?
I honestly think, I'm about to have my third video hit over 1 million in my YouTube shorts.
Well, I actually saw 4 videos that were over 1 million.
Oh, so 4. Okay. Well, thank you. You know better than I do.
Yeah, I do my research.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Yeah, on Instagram, I think I have a video with like 17 million on it. So overall those, but
whoa, wait. I missed that. You over 17 million on Instagram? So wait, if I'm doing the math correctly here, you have over 20 million. You've been seen by over 20 million people. Is that correct?
If you're crossing those two up, 24, yeah.
Yeah, 20. It's about 20. It's about 24 million.
Exactly. So you've been seen by over 20. I mean, over 20 million people is a huge accomplishment. That's absolutely amazing. That's freaking fantastic. What is your favorite viral video that you've posted? Because you clearly have several. What's your favorite of those?
I've been enjoying me and him. So we recently have kind of decided to join together and do a lot more skits together. So we sit down, we write, skits, and we've been doing comedy sketches. We have 4 more that are ready to go right now.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've just kind of been figuring it out.
It's a little bit of an improv thing. We've known each other for a little while, so it's easy. both of us are kind of doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
he, hasn't been working with as many people, kind of doing a lot of his content on his own before. And
Okay.
kind of was wanting to work with some other people, and that's what I like to do as well. So works out.
That's amazing. Okay, so so I was curious. So I was watching some of your guys' videos. I was seeing some of the interactions between y'all. I want to ask you guys, what is the funniest like personal moment that you've had while pursuing your respective careers? Like, what was like that? Because we recently just filmed a Christmas video for our channel Clayfield, and my sister and I, who filmed it together, we were cracking up the entire time. So I'm curious, when you guys are working together, have you had like a moment like that that just makes you crack up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Every day.
We've gone out to Millennium Park twice now and gone and interviewed people on the streets, and we got a couple funny stories from around there.
I saw those, yes.
The one was kind of funny when we walked up and started the TikTok dance with with kids from Boston. Yeah.
There was like some tourists and some kids from Boston, and they were listening to this like they were Japanese. They were listening to a Japanese song.
It was
They were
like
doing this
K-pop
dance.
or something, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, you know what? Let's hop in. So we just jumped in to their friend group and started doing this TikTok dance.
We didn't really actually know. But we kind of improv it, and we're watching them a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Today was actually probably the funniest for me.
Yeah, we had a good time.
I actually was on the ground laughing, and I never laughed that hard.
Can you
I
tell?
got you the other day with the Euro meat though, and the singing.
Did you see that video? The mooch episode?
I did. Yes, I did see that episode. Yes. So,
Shoved
like,
his fingers into my food.
You gotta go.
oh yes, when he just starts pulling, he like just kind of picks your sandwich apart.
Yeah.
Give me that Euro meat too to munch on it. Watch your fingers.
Yeah.
That was relatable. I've actually had friends like that. So when I saw that video, I was like, I can relate to that 100%. Oh man. So okay, what I this is kind of a freestyle question here, and I didn't even really plan this question at all. But I'm wondering, how long have you guys been working together now?
Well, again, we did the thing about a year ago, Millennium Park around Christmas, and then we didn't really do a whole lot together before this Christmas when we did that same Millennium Park shoot. But then since then, it's been a lot. It's been,
So probably since December.
Yeah.
Have you guys known each other longer than that, though? I mean, you seem to have a little bit more of a rapport than just since December.
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, 2000.
We used to work together. So a friend that we both have brought him into the company I work for, and we worked together for a little while.
Wow.
Before you went to the service, right?
Yeah, it was before I went to the service, and then when I got out of the service, we connected again. So,
Yeah.
And you say you were in the service. What service were you in?
the Army.
You were in the Army. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I got stationed in Alaska.
So he's used to his
Oh.
weather that we got here now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I look crazy when I'm walking around in a t-shirt, but it was negative 50 there. So
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it got pretty
gosh, that's cold.
And 6 months of darkness is pretty depressing, but other than
And
that,
there's no sunlight?
yeah, it's
For
just
6 months. Yeah.
6 months of darkness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You went that time of year, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really, and what's really even crazier is during the summer, if you're out doing anything, it could be 3 a.m. and it feels like
Yeah. 'Cause
3
the sun's
p.m.
up.
Gosh.
because it's bright for 6 months.
That's gotta be weird psychologically. Well, look, I'm really enjoying the conversation. We're gonna take a brief ad break, and we're gonna take a brief intermission for our audience and for ourselves, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much, guys.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Are you ready?
You killed me. You buried me. Right here. I can't be undone.
You're not real. You're a voice in my head. Can you feel it? Your insanity.
I thought this would be different. I thought things would change, but they haven't. I'm still just as guilty as I was before.
Are you ready?
Hello, and welcome back to the Just Us Express. My name is Just Us, and we're here with Austin Grimes and Justin Peacock. Welcome back, guys. How you feeling?
Thank you. Great. Yeah, feeling good.
Good, man. Good. Did you enjoy a little break?
Oh yeah, got up, stretched a little bit.
We
you
did
know.
Pilates.
Yeah, did Pilates.
Oh,
got a
really?
good
Yeah.
workout in. Yeah.
They did more than I did. All I did was drink water. So I was curious. First off, I was completely unaware of the fact that you guys have a video on Instagram of 17 million views. So that teaches me a lesson to do a little bit more research in the future. But I actually went and I watched that.
Your kids, eh? Yeah.
What's that?
That's the one with his kids. It's hilarious. Yeah.
I was literally about to say I just watched it on the break, and was that planned? Did you think that, or did that just happen?
No, so it happened. Okay, so it happened naturally the first time, and then the video just didn't like come out like
You couldn't see him.
like you could. He did it perfect. It was a complete natural thing. I was like, oh my gosh, and then I was like, we got to retry it. We got to Sorry, bro, you got to do that again. You know? And he's like,
Sweet.
Dad. He's like, all right, if it's for a YouTube video, so he goes and does it again, and I
So
posted
take
it.
two.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was take
so-
two, but he naturally did that. That was all real.
Let me clarify. So it happened, but then the recording, like you thought, hey, this is a funny idea. I could make this funnier, and then you reshot it just because it was basically just it was an inspired moment, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. The greatest ideas usually are improvisational. Like some of the greatest scenes in like movie history, like an actor will just kind of improv and do something, and then the director will kind of come up after the fact. And I'm a director and I've done this myself before, but I'll kind of come up after the fact and I'll be like, do that again. Or hey, like we'll do a take and I'll be like, hey, why didn't you do that one thing from the last take? It was really good. Dude, keep doing that. That was really good. So that's really cool, man. I'm curious, but how long have you personally like been really pursuing comedy and been interested? How long have you really been interested in that?
So first I did video games. I was a 2K player, and that was going good. I was getting paid decent money. I was getting a good amount of donations, but it just felt like a job, and I'm getting older. I just not really have the same interest anymore about video games. So I switched to politics, and I just felt like that was negative and gross. And I was like, you know what? I know I can do comedy stuff. So probably the last 3 years I've been doing comedy.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. 3 years. And have you done any actual stand-up or anything like that?
Yeah, like small stuff, you know, like
Small
small
stuff?
bars, like by our house. And
So what would you say is like could you maybe, do you have a joke maybe you could tell us or something like that? Or either of you, do you have like maybe a little, like maybe you can test it out on our audience, see if it's fun.
I was gonna say I got a couple off-color ones. I don't know.
I don't know if they're very PG, you know. I think some of them are pretty bad, but you know, I do have like a lot of little funny stuff. I'm more into like the improv thing. I love like improvisational comedy and just going from there. And like one of the jokes that I was talking about earlier was it's okay. It's gonna sound bad, but I don't know how I should
I'm
say
all
it.
ears. I'm all ears. I want to hear it.
Okay, so the other day, I'm walking into Walmart, right?
Okay.
And I see this guy in a wheelchair, and I don't think anything. I just keep going. But then I catch a glimpse of something, and he hit like the railing part when you walk into Walmart. And when he hit it, his feet lit up. So he had on light up Skechers. And I was just madder than heck because I was like, that's kind of useless 90% of the time.
Okay. All right. That is a little funny. I will give you that. But like, was he okay?
Yeah, no, he was happier than he was real good. He was
But it was just like a little bump, and you were like, why is he wearing Skechers and I'm wearing this over here, and he's in a
they were light up. So I'm like,
jealous.
what the heck?
So they were like these they're like posh sneakers. Oh, and he had rims.
Yeah, I was more upset about that.
Oh, so he was just like showing you up.
Yeah, I just felt poor. I didn't like it, so I made fun of his shoes.
Oh my god, dude, that's
Fun of his shoes. I got real upset.
oh my gosh, that's funny. So So we're gonna go a little bit of a different direction here. I actually have a question for Justin. Justin, real quick, if you don't mind me asking. Well, I had a little bit of time to look at your channel, Bonfire Banter, and I'm curious, what exactly is that? I didn't really have a lot of time to look at it. So like for people who don't know, what is that?
So basically, reason we started was we were sick of people. It was right around the time when the election was going on, and the COVID craziness was going on, and we were sick of everyone talking really nasty to each other online. And our first premise of just sitting out and getting people to talk was, I guarantee you that if these people got in front of each other and they were face to face, they wouldn't be talking this way. So we wanted people to, actually have that engagement face to face rather than doing it over the screens and through the keyboards.
Yes, that's actually a really great point. That's really a really great point. When COVID happened, a lot more people were in the internet and watching a lot more videos, and they were bored. They didn't really have anything else to do, so there was a lot more engagement. I saw positive and negative engagement, like that's how humans are. They just tend to be split down the middle. Not everyone's good, not everyone's bad. But I'm also curious because we were talking earlier about you being a musician. I'm not gonna lie, I was singing your song again on the break. What inspired you really to become a musician? Like, and also, when does that new song come out? Because I want to know. So, double whammy.
Okay, so I always wanted to do music, but it just came down to the ability of doing it. So I would just freestyle and write songs all the time. And like when I was younger in my high school days, I did like rap.
Oh,
Some of those videos are out there on YouTube. I don't know where to find them, but they're out there. And so
they're lost to the internet.
I always wanted to do music, and I didn't really have the confidence to do it. And then one of my friends convinced me to do it. And then these guys have been nice enough to accommodate to help me start that. And we did a country song called "Something in the Orange." We did a cover of that. And now this is our first original song, and that is coming out tonight.
Yeah, it's luckily we have this guy, Adam James. He's an amazing musician. He's been in a bunch of bands. He's a good friend of mine. He comes over here and was able to take Austin's singing and kind of put it on a full track and make the song and work with him and make a pretty awesome product.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's awesome. I love it.
Dude, that's really awesome. I'm really looking forward to hearing that song. You say it's coming out tonight?
Yes.
Fantastic. So that means that by the time this is released, you will be able to find that in the link below. So definitely check out that song. I know as soon as it drops, I will be listening to it myself. It's been stuck in my head for 3 days now. That was really good marketing. The little different videos you posted, you got me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So real quick, we have about a minute left. Could you each briefly discuss your brand and kind of invite our viewers to research for themselves? Like, why should they go look at you guys?
I'll start with that one. And mainly our brand is we're reaching out to everyday people. We want to give people a voice. I'm always trying to bring people over to the studio to do different things, to be creative and to, go towards those dreams. My main thing as far as pushing content here going forward is just doing what I love, which is comedy, doing some shorts. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's about, we want good fun. At the end of the day, life's pretty hard. Most people pretty much have difficulties at some point that throw them off completely. And if we could just make you laugh and forget about that stuff for 30 seconds, it just makes our day a lot better.
That's so awesome. I love that. That's a great agenda to have. Not a lot of people have that agenda, and I really respect that agenda a lot. I look forward to seeing your future content for sure. And in that spirit, I gotta say that my favorite video that I've seen from you all, it doesn't even have a lot of views. I was kind of surprised because I thought it was funny, but it's the driving in the Midwest snow, that one where you're sitting in the car. It's like, guys, it snowed. It's like, tell everyone we need to forget how to drive. We don't know. I so related to that because I live over in North Idaho, and anytime it snows, it's like everyone forgets how to drive. Well, look, guys, I really enjoyed having you on the podcast. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope that everyone enjoyed that. If you want to check out Austin Grimes and Justin Peacock, definitely check out the links below. I'm definitely very stoked and excited to see future content from y'all. And thank you so much again. Thank you so much for again.
Thank you too, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go, and we hope that we can see y'all again in the future.
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye, y'all.